Hi everyone, today's video is kind of late, but it's going to be my April 2017 favorites. So I like to do these videos at the very beginning of the next month, so like I was hoping to do it like the 2nd or 3rd, but my baby brother graduated college and I'm obviously super excited about that. So because of that, I have to film this video a little bit later. Hopefully that's okay. These are all of the products that I loved this past month. Some of them are probably not a surprise and some of them are. So, first thing, I love the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean collection. I know that some people are kind of iffy about it. For me, I think it's great. So first I'm going to talk about the Chic palette. And I have done a full review on the Chic palette and the eyeshadow palette. They're two separate videos, and I'll link them both below. But for my skin tone, this Chic palette is just everything. I can use every single one of these shades. I find them all super pigmented and beautiful and easy to use. I just don't have anything bad to say about it. I love a matte blush. And just look at that. It's such a beautiful rosy tone. I'll just show you Fortune and Star Faded. Just look at those swatches. It's a beautiful palette. I don't have anything bad to say about it. And I think for $30 it's a steal and I highly recommend it. And my other favorite is the eyeshadow palette. So I kind of mentioned this in the review video of this, so I'm sorry to be redundant, but this is a palette that I wanted and then I got it and I was kind of just like, really? I don't know about all this. I just don't know if it's worth the $52. And then I played with it and I've used it so many times. I've used every single shadow in here multiple times and I love every single last one of them. I think they're all beautiful. I think that you can come up with 75,000 looks. I think they're all pigmented. I don't have a lot of fallout. And again, I always done a whole video about it. I use the brushes that come in the Urban Decay palettes. I'll link that video below in case you're interested in hearing more about that. But I just think this is great. I think that people would be really happy if they get it. And I cannot recommend it highly enough. And that one is $52. Next, let's go on with eyeshadow. And I have these guys. These are the Geek Chic Cosmetics pigment sets that I bought. And I love both of them. I've done a full review of each of these as well. And I just think they're so cute, so unique. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy one, which just came out. I'm going to wear this when John and I go see it. And this is the Game of Thrones one. That's what it's called. So I have reviewed both of these. I'll link them both below. There are the colors. The only one that is disappointing is my Prince, my Star-Lord. I don't think that's as pretty. But I Am Groot is one of my all-time favorites. So let me just do a swatch of that. If you can, it's just like a brown with a lot of green in it. So you see that green reflect throughout. It's just really unique. I really love that. And then the Destroyer as well is just this really pretty bright blue. Yeah. Again, just another really unique shade. I find that the quality of these are impeccable. I cannot say a bad thing about them except for I find that the Star-Lord one is slightly patchy. There we go. Beautiful. The Star-Lord one is slightly patchy and does not have that beautiful red like it does on the swatch. Like it does on the back. But besides that, they're great. I think you would be happy with them. These are $20.99 a piece, or each individual shadow is $5.99. Highly recommend them. Super inexpensive. So, the next thing I have is, I'll do my last makeup item. Is this concealer palette. And I got this in BoxyCharm. It was my first BoxyCharm this month. And I was so intrigued by it. Hold on, my phone. No, it's just John. Okay. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with a concealer palette. I'm not a professional makeup artist. And I use this all the time. If you can look in it, you can see I use so many of these shades. I think they have really nice pigmentation. They're really creamy. They're beautiful, and I'm really excited that I got this in my BoxyCharm because it's not something I would have purchased on my own, but I love it, and I think that it is just amazing, and I think that there's a lot of different options. I haven't used these darkest ones, but I've used the oranges, all the light ones pretty much. And yeah, I'm just really happy with it, and I think that it's really versatile, and even if you're not a makeup artist, you can still get use out of one of these. This one is $19.99. You can order it off the website, or if you got it in your BoxyCharm. I hope you enjoy it too, and if you just kind of threw it away, not threw it away, but just kind of put it to the side and you were like, I'm not going to use a concealer palette, try it out, because I was skeptical and I love it. And then I have two makeup tools. One is from my Ipsy bag, and it is the Luxie Precision Foundation Brush. So this is not like one of those round top kabukis that's really dense. This is not super dense. It's not a flat brush either. It's just kind of a slightly domed brush. It just looks like a normal brush, like maybe like a blush brush or something. But this is amazing for foundation. It blends so nicely. It's insanely soft. It is $23 for this brush, but I like it so much better than any other foundation brush I have, and I like it better than my beauty blender for like BB creams or something, because it just blends in like 5 seconds. It's super soft and it gives a streak-free, perfect finish. I think this is amazing, and I think you'd be really happy with it. And another thing that I've also done a full review on is this Ecotools Beauty Sponge. And now in the review I was like, it's not as good as a beauty blender, and I stand by that. It's not near as soft or luxurious feeling. It is $5.99 as opposed to the $20. The reason why it makes my favorites is because to blend out your under eye, this is better than the beauty blender. I really believe that. I don't know if it's the shape or the fact that it's not as soft and like velvety feeling. It definitely feels more like a sponge, but it just blends it out in like 4 seconds, and it looks perfect and flawless, and it doesn't make it helps with creasing. I always have creasing under my eyes. I don't know why, but I've never tried something that I don't. But this helps with it, and I just think it's a gorgeous sponge for that. So if you're like a foundation brush gal and you just want a sponge for that, this Ecotools one, especially for $5.99, can't beat it. And the last thing that I have today is a hair product. I don't talk about hair products very much. I did just get my hair permed and cut. I'm sure you could tell that. It had grown out to be about past my ear. The last perm I had gotten was in July. I think it was like July 20th, and I got it on May 5th. No, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So it lasts a long time, but yeah, I definitely got a perm. But what I want to talk about today is the detangler. So I get really, really tangled hair. I always have. So I always have detangler in rotation, and lately I haven't been super happy with these, but this is the Not Your Mother's Night to Nice Conditioning Detangler. This is $5.99, and it is amazing. It smells sweet. I have to use so much less product of this than I do with other ones. It is a liquid. It's not one of those lotion consistencies, so I do think it's going to last me a lot longer. I love the It's a 10, but it's that thick lotion, so I go through it in like 4 seconds. So that's disappointing. But if you're looking for a detangler, the Not Your Mother's is great. So I feel like that was a really quick video. It wasn't intended to be, but it was, so hopefully it's a good thing. We got a lot of blush on today. It's just what happens. Some days that happens, you know? If you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Let me know what you were loving. Even though I'm on a very tight budget right now, I'm always looking for suggestions and things to try. Yeah, that's all I have for y'all. So thank you so much, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.